Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hey, my name is Ryan. We're talking about prom, which I have a story about here in just a second. But also, I'm wearing the FICSIT hat today because, oh boy, bad news. I did some off-camera work on our factory. And in the process, I discovered this. We have 15 minutes left of power. For those of you who aren't, like, huge Satisfactory fans, and you don't know how to read this graph, I did a lot of work. Now it says 22 minutes. I did a lot of work off camera to get our factory completely updated to Mark V. Belts and stuff. And in the doing that, apparently I and I also built the factory up a lot more. I let the factory run for too long, and we're in trouble. So the way this is supposed to look is this. The blue line actually doesn't matter. That's just your max consumption. It's the yellow line and the gray line. The gray line is supposed to be above. Sorry, this gray line. This gray line is supposed to be above this yellow line. Instead, it's below. Meaning this is my battery. My batteries are at 25% and draining. We have 20 minutes until we need to solve this. Because power going completely out would be a massive problem. So, here's what we're going to do. I can't solve nuclear in that amount of time. I don't think I can build another one of these. I only have 2. So, my fuel problem over on plastic and rubber, I don't honestly know that I can ramp it up in any particular way. It just requires the plastic and rubber that we use. Which leaves us with the coal area here. By the way, we got to do this. We got to, like, do that to make things easier. It leaves us with the coal area, like, over here, I think, somewhere. Wherever that shit was. Right here. I don't know. We'll go get it. We gotta go. We gotta go add some coal power. Anyways, we were talking about prom. And I was asking people if they've ever been promposed to or done a promposal. Did we see any? Did anybody have an answer to yes, I've been promposed to, or yes, I have promposed? For those of you who don't know, apparently that's like a thing that the kids do these days, where they like, you have to like make a big deal of the asking that you went to prom, that you are going to prom with someone, not just like, hey, will you go to prom with me, but like, hey, super involved step of some clever movie reference, like Chicken Jockey meets Minecraft movie meets go to prom with me. I don't know. Yes, I promposed, but I don't remember calling it that. I don't remember what I did. It wasn't that serious. I would argue if you don't remember what you did, that you didn't prompose. I'm totally kidding. Okay, this we gotta like double. And by double, I mean we gotta get just enough power that we can make ourselves some more power to get us through the transition towards nuclear. That's the whole goal. Anyways, I got dumped at prom. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. I was gonna tell my prom story, which is just that we still have a belt of coal. This is exactly what I was looking for. Which is just that my junior year of prom, I was dating a girl, but she really didn't want to go to prom. She was very, like, sporty, like, dresses were not her thing, did not want to go to prom. Totally cool with me, just, like, not her vibe, you know? So she suggested I go to prom with one of our mutual friends. She suggested it. I was like, I do want to go to prom. Prom would be fun. She suggested we go to prom. I go to prom with somebody else. And we you know, came to the conclusion, oh, this mutual friend would make a lot of sense. Then went to prom with that person. And the next year, I don't know how to tell this story. The next year, I also went to prom with that person because we were like dating. So I kind of found my senior year prom date at my junior year prom, despite having a girlfriend at this time. And you know what? I don't feel fucking bad about it at all because that girl I went with my senior year broke my fucking heart. I don't feel bad about it at all. Also, at prom our senior year, she basically ignored me the entire time. Like, we were dating, but it was terrible. Like, so I don't feel bad about it at all. I really, truly, I'm the victim in both of these scenarios. I'm just here to say that. Your girlfriend unintentionally set you up. She did. Yeah. Okay, we're going to speed all of these up just because I think it'll make whatever we're doing here easier. And also, I want to guarantee that each one of these has coal. They probably should. They're all green. But now here's a question. I can speed these up? I can use power shards to make more power? That's actually kind of funny because in every other situation... Let's just see what this does. Let's see what this does real quick. We're currently producing around 6,000. We're just going to go... We're going to do a weird type of solution, which is rather than think it through, we're just going to send it. We're probably going to need to upgrade the water pipes. Actually, maybe not, because it's each one thing per. It's going from requiring 45 meters cubed to 113, but each machine has a... Oh my god, we're already solving it. We're already solving it. This is actually genius. I mean, the coal needs should go up, right? Coal needs should go way up. Okay, so they're actually shutting down now because they don't have enough coal, so that's a problem. But my date wouldn't dance with me at either prom. That's okay. I don't know that prom is particularly for the dancing. At least, it wasn't back when I went to prom, but I'm ancient. I'm old news by now. I don't know. Anything I say about prom is probably super outdated, I guess. I had a terrible time at both proms. Like, if you're out there and you're like, I didn't go to prom because I have self-esteem issues. I saw one person say that. My heart goes out to you, and also... I had a terrible time at prom. I probably shouldn't have gone to prom. I probably shouldn't have spent the money both times. I probably shouldn't have.
It's a new subscriber. Welcome to the cult. Hi.
I basically went to prom with a friend who wasn't my girlfriend year one, and then year two I went with the same girl who was my girlfriend but wasn't my friend, if you know what I mean. Hi, girly. Meg, did you go to prom? Did you go with anybody? Did you go with what's his name? We've said his name on screen, right? When is a group of friends? 1 year. Okay. Okay. You did go with somebody. Was it? You started dating him after high school? Right at the end of high school. Oh, wow. You started dating someone the last week of high school? Why? She says, great question. You went to prom with a guy you were talking to for a while, okay? He was the star of the musical? God. What happened to him? You let that guy get away? Wow. Yeah, sounds good. You gonna put her down for now or what? Oh, yeah, sounds good. Thank you. I forgot. Thanks. Okay, so that should help. We were up to 7,000. I bet we're going to get close to... I think we're going to get close to, like, 7.5 for production here. 7, 7, 2. Let's keep an eye on this for 2 seconds and see what happens. Isn't there a stat that a huge percentage of people lose their virginity on prom night? I think that stat you're talking about is just Hollywood movies. I don't know that that's... I mean, I'd be interested in the numbers, but... As a person who was very, very... How do I phrase this? As a teenage boy who was very, 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 very interested in the question of when he and his friends and all of the people he was interested in, everyone in every social circle ever, as a person who was very interested in when people were losing their virginity, aka was just hyper-focused on relationships. I don't know of any, as far as I know, I don't know of a single person who had sex for the first time at... I mean, definitely not at prom, but also not after prom. 7.5. We had a weird dip right here. It could be anything. This, I think, is a Band-Aid that will probably get us through. I should probably do another row, because we are going to have to... Setting up nuclear could take forever. I don't know. My goal is to get nuclear set up either today or Friday, but I don't know how long it's going to take. We don't have any water issues, right? Like, these are all green. Or white for overproduced. Okay. I don't think this probably costs any more power to run. I think what it does cost is it makes these run more often. But this is a totally worthwhile upgrade. Upgrade. I don't know why I just said it like upgrade. Some dips, but like you gained an extra probably 1,000 from 75 to 187. 112 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 112 times 16. That's just 1,700, assuming they're all running all the time, which they may not be because we may not have enough coal for them. So I may need to go get some more coal on some of these lines. But are you winning? I'm winning, I think. Hi, Eva. How's it going? Sorry, Tony is posting a story about high school drama. I have to. It's 20-year-old drama, but I don't care. I have to tune in. Give me 1 second. We should run a prediction on if we get nuclear done today. Chat, would you vote in a prediction on if we get nuclear done today? It's just actually going as fast as it will go. So, events like prom probably do have more just because of general social pressures and expectations from media. I mean, I think prom probably has a higher, like, sex for the first time rate than, like, any other random Friday night in, you know, like April or May or whatever. But I don't think it's like my estimate, my guess would be like, at least from my experience forever ago, like probably not a crazy. Okay, so are these two different purities? This is normal. This is normal. So why are you not? What do you mean by get nuclear done? Want me to run it, boss? Yeah, Carly, can you say, does Ryan produce nuclear power by 4 p.m.? To be clear, our goal here is going to be nuclear, whatchamacallit, power plant, produces an ounce of power, singular watt of power by the end of today. I think I'm going to learn a lot based on how this prediction goes. Evo's just stopping by. Sounds good. Good luck on the group project. Okay, Tony has some drama. My senior year, I asked a girl. She said no because she was friends with my. She said no because she was friends with my ex's sister. Then I asked a girl on like a Friday via text. She wanted me to wait until in person. Then that weekend, the first girl told me she changed her mind and actually did want to go with me, but I already had a date, so that didn't work. And then the second girl said no when I asked her in person. It was a whole annoying thing, and I ended up going with a friend, and we ended up dating, so it worked out? Holy shit, Tony. 100% of people do not believe in me, so that's exciting. I honestly am fueled by the chance to prove some people wrong, so that's cool. Okay, we're going to do a little merger action. No reason I ever need to do that. I went on like 2 dates with her, so I thought things were going well. She just noped out and I was confused. That is weird, Tony. That's really weird. Really strange. Okay, what's our line like here? We're going up. Do you think I can risk it? I think I should risk it. I haven't thought about that in literally almost 20 years, but it was ridiculous. Oh boy. All right. Let's see what we can do. Get nuclear done today. The problem is I was planning on using trains. So, someone making you ask IRL only to reject you is diabolical? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. I gotta think about where... We should probably just go to our train station. What were the final odds on that prediction, by the way? I can look. Final odds were 17% yes. I'm gonna cheat right now. I'm gonna utterly cheat. So, here's the prediction. No, Nick, Shammy, Matthew Code, Mog Demon, Uzai, Burrito Salad, Captain Morgan, Louis, It's Bulborbs, Catilla, Lakitu. So, a lot of these people are people I would consider very knowledgeable on the Satisfactory front. On the yeses are just a lot of people who tend to vote belief. Artifice says I was playing the odds. I think Wet Church is a Satisfactory watcher, though, right? Like a Satisfactory enjoyer? Wet Church. You know Satisfactory, right? I am. The fact that I have one knowledgeable person who believes in me means the world. Evos sounds like you're kind of fucked. I mean, I might be fucked, but one person believes in me, so that's all that matters. I'm going to land this, by the way. Landed it. This is how I won big shots in Dark Souls, voting against the odds. Hal Jameson says make it too. Hal Jameson also plays the game. People believe. Knowing you, I honestly want to disbelieve, but the percentages were pretty extreme. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, so what are our steps here? If we're gonna make nuclear work today, what are the steps? First things first, I gotta farm some uranium. So, we gotta do that. We're gonna get up on the train station and determine where a train station would go. I may not end up setting the train station up today because that actually, I tend to do that off camera. It takes a little bit longer, or at least it's a little bit more boring work. And I'd rather work on other things. But on camera when things are exciting. Just face planted directly into that ship. I almost yes, but I've never in all my hours completed nuclear in Satisfactory. My factories are also huge spaghetti messes. I admit it doesn't look good, but maybe if you spend another 2 hours analyzing the rest of the votes, you'll have a better understanding of the problem. Spoken like a true Pinky. I did a lot of math before building anything. What's that like? All right, so we need a... I couldn't imagine doing that. Planning? Ryan, what are your and Meg's eye colors? Mine are brown. I think Megan's are brown. yeah. Meg's are brown. Hi, Cypher.
Hi, everyone. It's been a while. Things have been so hectic lately, and that's without the issues with my phone. So glad I could actually hop into a stream today.
Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Kind of looking like... Oh, shit! Did you guys know there are train wrecks in Satisfactory? That is the definition of an exclamation forest, by the way. Oh, it just goes back on so easily. Why are you fucking red, bro? I mean, if I have train issues, this is going to be a real problem. Okay, so now you're green. So now you're chilling. Okay. Oh, boy. I'm glad you can just re-rail them. Holy shit. That was chaos. That was insane. All that time you spent using the, placing the stoplights and stuff. I know, and then the problem is I didn't pay attention to them. I just did what I wanted to. Okay, so we're actually all the way up. We're quite a ways north from here to get to the... Now I'm going to do it again. You guys ready? To get to the uranium. I should probably just mark it. So the uranium is like right here. It's actually kind of close to our other station. So maybe we just build it on the other station. I could have helped myself here if all I did was go like this. But I didn't actually want to go that far. Woo. Who had stream 109? Wait, what do you mean by stream 109? Back later, more work meetings. Sounds good, Tony. I should turn off self-driving. I should. Thank you. Okay. So... uranium's like really close. Okay. Let's talk through the whole plan for the day so that we can figure out what we need to beat nuclear today. We ran up bookies odds on which stream would be the first crash. We're up to YouTube 109, aren't we? Oh! You're telling me spoilery chat was betting on my downfall? Damn. I would have never guessed. Luke says, whatever is going on in this game. What's ever going on in this game? That's true. Okay, so for nuclear, we must farm nuclear, aka uranium. By farm, I mean mine it, which we're about to do. Okay. The mining of it, we then need to turn into encased uranium cells. Encased uranium cells. That is going to require a sulfuric acid and concrete setup. After I have encased uranium cells, my plan is to bring those to the bus. Don't know what these are. This makes me a little nervous. That means train for encased. Then bus. We need to produce uranium fuel rods, which is also going to be requiring that we make on the bus electromagnetic control rods, ECRs, which was already on my list. Then we need to drone fuel rods to power plant and set up power plant. Okay, that's my little guide to myself so that I know what my steps are. Okay. Fuck it. Let's just go look at the uranium. Like this way somewhere. Whew. Yeah, I think we're up to YouTube like 109 or 110 or something like that. Shammy, you're right. Maybe a little bit higher than that, but that is funny. What happened? Did some trains crash? We did crash some trains. I ran into the back of another train, which is really my fault, you know. The fuck is this shit? Hello? I need to get back into this game as soon as I get done with Factorio. I am confusion. It looked on the map like it was below me, which sucks because I don't think it is. Isn't everything that goes wrong in this game your fault? No. I am the only person on the planet, but that doesn't mean I have to have somebody to delegate to and to blame. Ouch. And I think in this case, we can easily blame Ada. Easily. The fuck is this shit? I mean, it would be radioactive, yeah? I can't even find the uranium. Is it just up there? Like... Delegate to the lizard doggos? That's right. I do have a lizard doggo that I haven't checked on in forever that I could blame. Oh, shit. That's spiders. out of here, you little shit. Okay, you're dead. Past Ryan is not current Ryan. Totally different person. I like that. I like that a lot. They're always telling you in like therapy to like think about future Ryan. You know, think about the future version of you who will really benefit if you do this thing right now. Future Ryan is related to me. Past Ryan is not. It's in a cave or something. Ah! If I can't even find the uranium, then we're definitely in trouble, you know? They always tell me to think about future Ryan. It makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're always telling you in therapy, hey, Luke, do yourself a favor. Think about future Ryan. I am Confucian. Arkansas? Oh, apparently I didn't grab that. Shit. All right, well, I don't even care about it that much. I'm so confused. I think the game is lying to me. Ah! This is why people voted pink, probably. They know something I don't know. Hi, Jason. How's it going? Just a slug. Chat knows something you don't, and I hate to admit it. That's the worst part. The only other time something like this has happened was the death crit I couldn't find. Ah, I think I found it. Maybe. Oh, I found it. Okay, 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 okay. Thank God. Oh my God, there's so many enemies over here. There's so many of them. It's a whole fucking family. Ow. Jason, how are you today? Cheapest gas I ever saw was in Arkansas. 99 cents a gallon. Wow. You're killing the family? Yeah, I have to. Obviously. Ow. That's pretty rich coming from somebody who loves war crimes, Evo. You guys dead yet? Okay, they're dead. Oh, it's a fucking another spider. I don't have a lot of health. Couldn't take one of these. Okay, I don't actually know how to mine these. If I mine them with like... How do I actually mine the uranium? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna die. Oh shit, I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh my god, the way they fly at you and they're so accurate. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god, I pulled it off. I got my heal off. Ah! Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Jesus fucking Christ. There should be more small ones too, but we got the big one. I kind of do like the noise the spiders make when they die. I will be honest with you. Something's still mad at me in here. When Evo does it, it's different. Okay, so I can just mine you like this, but like, does that put a... I don't know actually if I know how to mine these. In all the other like things in the game, you mine a little thing on top of the deposit and then the rest of the deposit is available. Let's try that here and see what happens. I'm just running through my filters in my radiation suit. Radiation level is still very high, but that's because I've got it in my suit. That's why. Check that over there. Because then we can use the radiation level to tell us like where we are compared to the thing, right? There's got to be a node, right? There's got to be a node. This is the only game whose spiders genuinely unnerve me. Hate them IRL, but games are generally fine except for this one. The spiders in this game move really well. And by that I mean terribly. Yeah, it's the movement in particular that's bad. I mean, is it possible that we are just that like uranium? Okay, so it's possible maybe that this game is like, I'm still not on the thing. What the fuck? I'm so confused. I'm gonna get away from that and then mark it as uranium right here. Holy shit, this still isn't the correct uranium. It's looking terrible for the bluebies, I'll be really honest with you. My thought is, I don't know how hard is it to find uranium in the real world, chat? Do not Google that for your own sake, not for mine. Just like if you know off the top of your head. Don't Google that shit. In the real world, how hard is it to get uranium? To find it in the wild? Like, is it hyper rare? My understanding about uranium is it's, like, pretty damn rare. There's a possibility in this game that, like, the reason you can't... that nuclear power is hard is because there's, like, almost no nuclear, or that you have to run around and, like, hand collect it, maybe? But this says claim it. So I feel like there's a way to claim it. Or it says, like, it's a normal source, and it said claim on the map. I'm fucking confused, dude. connected under the water. It's not that rare, but I think there aren't many places that lend themselves to larger mining operations. Yo, I'm tripping balls. We're going to have to go to a different patch and see if it's any different, because this is bad. It's going to be a slug. Comma. Refinement is usually the bigger obstacle than obtaining it. So this is what I've been avoiding saying it, but that's my experience with F-word game too. In F-word game, without giving too many spoilers, but a just general sense of the problem. Getting uranium, not difficult. Enriching it, very difficult. So I've been sort of assuming like it's got to be like right here. I'm just going to walk around with this thing out, see what happens. Oh my god, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm on top of it right now. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. And I'm falling to my death. F game stands for Fortnite game. Or fuck game. Five Nights at Freddy's. What does F game stand for? Wrong answers only. That's just a tree. That's just a tree. It was green. For a second, I thought it was uranium. Okay, I'm going to go for a different one instead of asking a front seat question, although I really want to ask a front seat question. We got to do this by the book, though. We got to do it blind playthrough style. Fears of the Kingdom, by the way. Flu Prince. Slay the Princess. I should check our power situation while we're here. The fuck? Hold up. Oh, please tell me I just... Nope. I just interrupted the reload. There's this huge cavern down here. Please die. Please die, Charmeleon. Farming Simulator. Now we might be on to something. If it goes left... I just took damage like a dumbass. Do I have any food in here? Nope. Okay, this is fine. We just have to cart it out of the underworld, basically. This would be fine, though. This has got to be it, right? Like, we got to be... Still not going enough the right direction. Holy shit, though. This thing goes forever. Spiders, by the way. Please die. Please fucking die. Jesus Christ. I need health. That's every game that starts with F. Tears for Fears of the Kingdom. Holy shit, where does this go? We actually kind of are in the right location. Oh my god. I found it. Let's fucking go. What's the rate? 120 a minute? We'll take you up to... Oh, I got to do power and stuff too. Shit. I mean, I want to see what the rest of this thing does. This cave does. So we are going to have to take 2 seconds to get a little bit distracted here. Just a couple seconds, chat. That's a spider. Please die. Please die. Oh my god. I'm nearly dead. Whose Eyes Lurking sounds good. Was that spider friendly? Wait a second. Am I in like the queen, the like king of spiders, the queen of spiders? Am I in their cave? Where does this shit go? This goes out the other direction? That actually might be closer. Where I'm trying to go. This place is beautiful. Satisfactory players, front seat question. Does this place have a name by the community? Does this place have like a, you know, like Doggo Cave or whatever it was called? Spiders are cool. God damn it, please die. I don't have a lot of health. Just keep spraying. Just keep spraying. Somehow my gun bugged and I have 26 ammo out of 15. What does that even mean? Not that I know of. Oh my god, I do know this place. Yeah, I've tried to wander in here before. Okay, so this is actually where we're going now. We're going to... here. Let's remove this stamp. Go ahead and chuck one here. The next thing we're going to need is sulfuric acid and concrete, and I honestly do not know where any sulfur is. It's up there. So... scratch that. I know I just said it, but we're actually going back the other way. Okay. Evo's going to go work on a project. Sounds good, Evo. This cave is called Ryan's Bane. Ryan's Bane. Yeah, how likely would you say that you are to complain about something that is annoying you, or... yeah, let's just leave the question there. How likely are you to complain about something that is annoying you? Hi, MK. 100% chance? Really? I don't, and not that this is even, like, ignoring the connotation here, because I really don't even, I don't use this in a negative way. I don't feel like you're, like, a complainer, Carly. I haven't gotten that feeling. Like, I haven't been like, oh my god, Carly's always complaining. Maybe it's just because you're a complainer, but not, like, If you complain, but not, you would never do it to the people involved. I fucking love to complain. In what context? In whatever context you want, honestly. I think complaining I think that it's like, obviously complaining in one context is wildly different from complaining in another. But I also think if you are likely to complain in one context, you're like more likely to complain in all of the other ones too. You know? To me it's like maybe you only complain to your partner or whatever, but I think it's more likely that if you complain to your partner, you also have reason to complain, you know, have occasion to complain to someone else. By the way, we're having this conversation with zero judgment on the word complain. Zero judgment on the word complain. It means different things to different people. I feel like complaining can also just be my belt's changed colors. That's funny. My belt's fucking changed colors. Oh my god, my belts are camo. I'm a notoriously annoying silver lining seeker. Wet Church, this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. I, too, think I am a notoriously annoying silver lining seeker. I'm afraid that I am. I'm afraid I'm a notoriously annoying silver lining seeker. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? How often are you to complain? How likely are you to complain about anything to anyone? Carly says, God, I am the opposite. Jesus Christ, this cave really does go on forever. Ah! You fucking scared the shit out of me. Did you guys respawn already? Fucking die, bastards. Like, okay, let's go like step by step here, right? Like you would have to actually kill me before I complained to someone about something that they did to me, or something like if they're involved. You would actually have to kill me. So much so, some of you guys will know this story, but like a couple years, last year probably, we had some painting done to our house. And the painting crew did the paint job was bad. Like Megan and I paid thousands of dollars for something that was not good. Rather than complain to the project overseer in a way that like stuck up for what we paid for, instead what I did is I got on a ladder with the project manager and helped scrape the wall clean so that they could come and redo it. I spent like I spent like some very valuable time outside being way too personable up on a fucking ladder helping fix a job that we paid for. So I'm not saying this is a strength of mine, the not complaining part. So long story short, if I have to complain to somebody about that person, kill me. Fucking drive a stake through my eye. You won't find me doing it. I can't do it. I can't do it. We need to go vaguely towards sulfur a little bit. We bring sulfur to us right here. Where do we want to build it though? Up there? Probably up. Probably up from here. So I think that's like one end of the spectrum, right? A little bit shy of that end of the spectrum is probably like, you know, complaining to your life partner about somebody who annoys you at work. That seems like really like your life partner kind of signed up for that when they married you is kind of how I feel. Like that's just how like when they agreed to be with you, right? Like that's just part of the like thing about being in a relationship or a long-time commitment is like you're just there to hear about the other people's shitty coworkers. So to me, I would call that like that's like barely complaining. Where the fuck will this thing go? That's crazy, Ryan. You're too nice. I think I don't know about a too nice. I think I'm just too afraid of confrontation. But tell that to my childhood. Like, you know, I'd change it if I could. You paid for a service, you should get a good service. I mean, I theoretically agree with you. I feel like there's a difference between complaining and having standards RE paid services. Sure, oh shit. I agree with you. I'm just saying like, so hypothetically, right? Say like you get a meal at a restaurant. The meal isn't what you want. You paid good money for the meal. Talking to them about the meal that is less than satisfactory, I would call that complaining. Not in a judgmental way, but you're like, I would fit that under the word of like what you're doing there is complaining. And that's a good thing. You should complain in that situation. How the fuck do I hook this shit up? There we go. So you're hooked up. You're hooked up. All the same power thing? Oh, no, I forgot. You're on your own power line, which we should probably hook up to our main power line based on our... We'll be right back. The best way I can explain it is that I've never once done a plate of food back, but I have a group chat I run to when I'm ready to shit talk. Yeah. There's a difference between not liking something because of subjective taste versus something that is objectively, to some degree, not done properly. But ain't the devil in the details of that to some degree? Sometimes it's easy, sure, to tell when it's one and when it's the other. But I feel like the devil's really in the details of hi Rebecca, how you doing? Of trying to figure those out. Is this power system hooked up to the rest? It's not. That's what I thought. So we gotta hook it up to the rest because this is bad if not. The way I would normally do that is a zoop tube right here up to the power. So that could work, but let's just do it this way for now. How are you, Ryan? Chat and Factory. I'm good. Factory is slowly but surely. And I think chat's pretty good. I don't know. I shouldn't speak for him, probably. Here's why I bring up the complaining thing. Actually, so some big life news that I've hinted at a lot, but I haven't actually talked about yet. But Meg gave me the go ahead to talk about it, so I'm not breaking anything weird here. Megan is gonna switch jobs. She's still gonna be a PA, but she's switching jobs, which is very exciting for us. Also a little nerve-wracking, but mostly just exciting, I would say. Wire's too long, motherfucker. So because Meg works in healthcare, she has to give like H's in the chat. I know, huge for a lot of reasons, frankly. Like Meg's gonna be on the more like 9 to 5 grind, which I'm very personally excited by. Because it means that, okay, so this should now all be one power. Yeah, we just got to jump here. That's good. And our batteries are charging. Time until full instead of time until empty. That's great news. It'll be big for us because Megan will be on a more 9 to 5. Like our family lives about to get a lot different, which I'm very excited for. Lots of good news. Here's the problem, though. Meg has to give 90 days for healthcare reasons. So it's like standard practice. So that means Meg has to work a job that she's been trying to sort of leave or like look for a different job for 90 days. I don't know if you've ever left a job before, but the whole like I'm out and I'm ready to be out tends to take whatever your motivation was and slash it in half again, slash it in half. Like, so we've been kind of talking about slash like experiencing. Meg's like, I'm so fucking ready to be done, you know, kind of like I'm not even working a job right now that I'm like coming back to next year. You know, I'm working a job that I'm like in for the next couple months, which means it's tough on the motivation. We've been talking about complaining and like and that kind of thing. Meg's been very like, I feel like I'm complaining too much. I feel like, you know, like, sorry that this is my attitude. I just don't want to, I'm just not particularly motivated, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not worried about it. I'm like I said, my take is kind of like, sure, but like I married you. Like, if your times are a little like low motivation slash tired right now, like you're struggling to go to work and feel a sense of purpose, and like that's what I signed up to help you through, to be alongside you through, kind of deal, you know. Okay, we brought this here, but then we need to come up with the place we're actually going to do the sulfur. So where should we do that? Should we do that this way? Long story short, we've been talking about this a little bit. Tell Meg I'm her lawyer now. Legally, she's allowed to complain as much as she wants forever. I don't like this because it makes it seem like I'm not on your side. I am on your side. I agree. I agree. Okay, so here's the so on the one hand, that's how I feel, right? Oh my god, do I still have it in my inventory? I do. Shit. We gotta dump this shit. Oh boy. My filters are fucking flying out of my inventory. So on the one hand, that's complaining that I'm like very Meg is not a like particularly complaining individual or anything like that. That's just complaining that I'm like I'm on board with. I signed up for it. I support it. I'm sure you feel that way. I also know the intricacies of the situation, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be fucking frustrated at this person about this specific thing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? On the other hand, what the fuck was that? I went to the pool the other day, yesterday. Been doing my swimming training, and you motherfucker! And I had to. The pool was really... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. The pool was really popular. Oh my god, I made it. Holy shit. And so we had to share some lanes with each other. I don't have anything else radioactive, right? Is it just this? Do I just need to get away from you? Yes. Okay. Good. Pool's been very popular. I have to share some lanes. I did not see my nemesis, but instead, I got lined up in a lane directly beside these two older ladies, both very, you know, who I've seen there a good amount, but I've never actually talked to. I doubt Meg complains so much that it takes away from your fun, and family venting is important, and it can also be healing to just let it out so you can let it go for the day and finally enjoy yourself. I hear that. I agree. I think venting is important. Here's my sort of question to you. Where's the and this is not me asking on behalf of Meg. This is at me asking on behalf of the story I'm telling about the pool. Where's the line where complaining shifts from venting, aka releasing your airing your frustrations, talking through them, feeling heard by a friend, which makes you feel better, makes you feel like you're a part of a community, makes you feel like you're part of like your concerns are valid to other people, makes you feel loved. Where's the line between that and the sort of like the like narrative inducing I'm complaining. Complaining is almost at this point like a habit. When I complain this much, I also sort of start to see more things to complain about. Where's that line, right? Because I think there is a line. I think there's a line where sometimes, not everyone, you complaining, venting feels good, makes you feel loved, makes you feel a release. Then also, and I've done this before, but then also like finding something to complain about sort of becomes the default state, becomes the default way of interacting with something or someone or something. And then aren't you just kind of causing yourself a little bit more pain? When you find yourself yelling, get off my lawn, or in the case of the two women I'm about to talk to you about, get out of my pool lane. Dude, these two women. So here's the deal. You have to reserve lanes at the pool these days because you have to there's a couple lanes, but lots of people want to use them, so you have to reserve your lane ahead of time. Sulfuric acid is made from water and sulfur, right? Produced in a refinery. Okay, so we're gonna chuck a refinery up here. So when you get there, like, you have to have a reservation. They don't often check, but, like, you know, you gotta have a reservation. Oh, getting water up here is gonna be a pain in the ass. Why did I do it that way? Oh well. Fuck it. Long story short, I get to the pool. I have a reservation. The pool is not that busy. There are 9, I think it's actually 10 or 12. I think there's 12 slots across 4 lanes of the pool. Because in the pool, you can get up to like 3 people per lane. 2 people per lane is much nicer because you each take one side of the lane and you don't get in each other's way. But you can do up to 3. What you do in a 3 situation. I should really get out Microsoft Paint and draw again. But what you do in a 3-person situation is you start here, you swim down here, you go like on this side of the lane, then you go on this side of the lane on the way back, and you guys just all loop around each other, right? It's called circle swimming. It's a very normal thing. I get to the pool, I'm like, oh my god, there's 5 people in a 4-lane pool. We're chilling. We're chilling. This is great. I've seen this pool with 12 people in it before. That would stress me out. Circle swimming, it sucks. It sucks. But you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. But I get there, I'm like, oh my god, this is the life. I get in the pool, I start swimming. I'm actually sharing a lane with somebody. I'm sharing the lane with an aqua jogger, an old man who I think is going through some like health stuff and trying to rehab a knee. So he's like just in the pool, kind of walking around. But I'm sharing a lane. That's fine. Lane next to me, older woman, not sharing the lane. Lane next to her, her friend, older woman, not sharing a lane. Next to them, 2 people, 2 kids, probably in the 18 to 20-year-old range. They're actually lifeguards who are currently off duty from the pool. They work at the pool, but they're off duty. This matters because it gets important. So I start my warm up. I'm like kind of chilling. I take a break between a couple of the laps that I've been doing, and I hear the women next to me saying something in a tone that I'm like, oh my god, everything good? What's going on here? And they're upset. They're pissed. So, of course, like the little, like the person I am, I start listening in. I'm like, what are they pissed about? I'm interested in the drama. What's the drama? What's the drama? They're mad that 2 of the off-duty lifeguards have taken a lane to swim in. They work here, but they're taking up the lanes of the people who want to use the pool to swim. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. My first thought, are they hurting you? Are they causing you any pain? I look over. They're minding their own fucking business. They're yapping. I don't know. Last time I checked, yapping didn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt my feelings, but you know, maybe it hurts yours. I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe they've got something deeper going on here. No, not really. They're just mad that they're taking up the lane. I'm like, okay, sure. The conversation devolves. They start talking about how hard it is to get a lane and how it's never easy to just get an uninterrupted, peaceful time in the 4-lane pool at the YMCA. I'm sitting there, I'm like, that could be true. It could be busy here. Now, of course, to me, the other half of that story is it could be busy here because the Y is the one place you go where it's like there will always, at every hour of the day, be people from literally all walks of life at the Y. Like, that's the deal with the Y. If I didn't want that, I'd go someplace else. I'd go to, like, fancy suburb of Indiana where they have... Oh, please don't kill me. Fuck! Where you can pay money not to interact with other folks. That's kind of the... It's you know, it's the YMCA. Like, you're going to get some weird characters. You're going to get... Frankly, you're going to get, like... people speaking languages you don't know. It's gonna be a true like mixing pot of, you know, of people. But you know, that's just my take. Maybe they feel differently. Which way am I going now? I'm going back to here. Trying to tell this story and play this at the same time is challenging, but we're gonna get there.
In 2 months, I'll be moving to a new state. And also, we'll hit 69. One of those two things is a really big important life milestone, and the other requires me to get a moving truck.
Yo, hi Mars, how's it going? Long story short, I spend the next hour swimming, taking little breaks occasionally. Be like, oh, I wonder what they're talking about now. No one escapes their wrath. No one escapes their wrath. They're upset at people who are making the pool busy. It's not busy. I'll just tell you that right now. It's not busy. Then somebody else shows up who has a reservation and asks to share my lane with me. I'm already sharing with one other person, but they ask to share the lane with me. And I say, of course, absolutely. I also, at that point, I then turn to the woman next to me and I say, do you mind if I hop over into your lane if you're... we can spread this out a little bit more evenly? And she gives me a death stare. Luckily, at that point, a lifeguard has come up and actually made something else happen in a different lane. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'll just stay in my lane, literally and figuratively. I'll just swim here. We're nearing the, like, end of the hour-long time. And people are, like, leaving or stopping swimming. They're doing their own thing. And a mom walks in with two kids. I'm going to say, like, 10, maybe 9 and 10, who are trying to get some laps in. Some practice in. They've got school swim caps on. Like, they're obviously, like, they're on the swim team. They're trying to do some extra swimming. They're trying to get some extra laps in. At this point, my lane is finally free. I'm down to one person. It's just me in my lane, finally. Old lady next to me still has nobody in her lane. She's not had anybody in her lane the entire time. At this point, I have heard this lady complain about truly anything and everything under the sun. But the mom comes up to me, says, hey, can I get my son in this lane with you? And then and I say, of course, absolutely. And she talks to him, is like, okay, try and watch out for him. Like, don't get in his way. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Here's the thing. The lane I'm in has the little ladder you climb down into the pool with. So it's also a little bit more crowded for that reason. That's fine. Kid gets in the pool. Starts to swim some laps. That's fine. I'm almost done. Old lady next to me. I hope this story is in any way, shape, or form entertaining. Old lady next to me gets out of the pool to go get a sip of water. To get back into the pool, she has to climb in through my lane and then over to her lane. I mean, she doesn't have to, but she chooses to. We'll leave it at that. So she's in my lane trying to get back into the pool. That's fine with me. I'm very courteously not standing in her way. I'm watching out for her. I do one of these to let her go past. I'm not going to swim into her. Don't worry. Don't got to worry about me. Oh my God, we nailed this shit, by the way. Nailed this shit. I do one of these, and she just hesitates. And by hesitates, I shouldn't say it that way. She's straight up looking down her nose at me. I kind of give her a look. The kid is sitting right beside me, also not swimming. He's waiting on her. The mom is behind the kid. This is a 10-year-old kid. She looks down her nose at me, looks down her nose at the kid, turns to the mom, and says, "Would you make sure he doesn't swim into me?" Referring to the son. The son who's 2 feet away. Can hear her. I swear to you, in that moment, the mom says yes, and then immediately looks at me. I immediately look at the son. The son immediately looks at the mom. All three of our heads swivel to look back at the woman, and we watch as she slowly crosses our lane. Very inelegantly, ducks her head underneath the pool lane to get into her lane. And I look back at the son, and we both start swimming again. What in the Karen? Dude, I swear to you. I swear to you. It was like any person in that building, which is 2 pools, actually. There's a lab swimming pool, and then there's another pool right beside it where a bunch of kids were playing, having a good time with their families. How fucking dare they? Anything in that room, in that hour, got shit on. I'm sure I got shit on. I just didn't hear it. I'm sure. And I walked out of the pool that day. I had a great swim. I walked out of the pool that day, and I swear to you, my only thought was, I will kill myself before I become this person.
It's a new subscriber. Welcome to the
That's not kosher. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't feel that way, frankly. But I thought, I will kill myself before I become this person. I will. I'll do it. I don't have the strength to continue on if I feel that way about the world. And secondly, I couldn't do it. Imagine being her friend. I'm sure she's got redeeming qualities, but I couldn't see him. Not that hour. No way. Holy cow. I was in shock. I was like, I've never met a person so miserable, and I probably should feel a little bad for him, but I can't find it in me right now because she just was weird to that kid and also to me, and also the off-duty lifeguards. What's up with that? And all, like, I'd like to clarify what I said. When I said I'm a complainer at my core, this is not what I meant. I mean, I don't think anybody means that, right? Like, I don't think anybody's sitting there being like, I'm a complainer at my core, about to spend my hour doing this. But anyways, I walked out of that and I was like, we're going to have to talk to stream about I'll be interested to hear other people's opinions on complaining and its purposes and when it's okay. And frankly, when does it go a little too, at what point does it, can it hurt you or can it? Conveyor belt is too long. I know that's not true. I just did it. What do you mean? Come this way. Come this way. Right here. No. No. Conveyor belt. No. I don't know, dude. Conveyor belt is too steep. Conveyor belt is too long. There's exactly one place I can put it right there. Jesus Christ. She probably went home and complained about her friend she spent her whole day complaining with. Yeah, to be clear, I don't think complaining is the enemy here. This is, but I mean, that woman is the enemy, obviously. Oh, it's because I had it on straight mode. Oh, I had it on build mode straight. That explains it. But it did, it did make me honestly think about, I was like, what is the, like, the line? Because I think there is a line, you know. I would never, and maybe it's just because I know Megan better, but I would never say Megan is crossing that line in our conversations that we've had recently. But then this woman, I was so happy to be like, oh, she's crossing the line. Like, she's at the point where she is making her own reality a miserable one by finding the miserable shit to talk about, right? Something's going on there. Isn't it a little ironic you spent a half hour complaining about her complaining? I mean, isn't it a little ironic? Isn't it ironic? That's just modern life for you, right? Like, absolutely. Welcome to the terrible irony of living in a postmodern world. Like, yeah. Straight mode is my worst nightmare, by the way.